Hello, friends, and welcome to Gameplayed. I'm your host, Jake Michels, and today we are honored, nay, blessed, to be playing Gloomhaven 2nd Edition from Cephalofair Games, and I have three amazing guests to play it with me here today. First off, it's Kate Elliott.
Hello.
It's also Banzainator.
Hi, everyone.
And if you don't recognize his face, you're going to recognize his name. It's Isaac Childres.
Yep. Hi.
For those of you that don't know Isaac, he is the creator of Gloomhaven and Frosthaven, and he's here to party with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, and thanks for having me.
So for those of you that are familiar with Gloomhaven or Frosthaven, the 2nd edition updates the rules up to essentially a Frosthaven level, your updated rule set, is that correct?
Yeah, we're basically trying to take Gloomhaven, which was published 6.5 years ago, and kind of elevate it up to the level that we got to Frosthaven. So we're updating basically everything, the miniatures, the artwork of everything, the monsters, the characters, the story. It's all been polished.
And Bonds and Kate, you have both played Gloomhaven or Frosthaven respectively, right? You played a whole
Obsessively.
Obsessively. You played a whole campaign of Gloomhaven?
I did, yeah. Took about 2 years and loved every moment.
You're such a pro.
Oh, thanks.
And Bonds, you played Frosthaven briefly, yeah?
Yes, Scenario 0, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, okay.
It was my first time.
Oh, awesome. And you loved it?
It was really, really fun.
And I played the digital version, so we all come from different walks of life here in the 2nd edition. So I like that we're all coming with different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over the characters we're playing today?
Nah, yes.
Yeah, okay, great. You want to start?
Okay. I'm playing one of my favorite characters, the Cragheart. They're controllers of elements, but some of them are unable to master an element. They're actually called Savas when they master the elements, but they become a Cragheart if they can't master an element. And I'm one of them, and if you can guess what voice I'm going to do before I do it, you get some imaginary points.
What's a guess like? Is it like gravelly? Is that an adjective?
What's your voice?
I love that. No, I love to do a bit of Korg.
Oh yeah, of course.
Killed all those
New
enemies over
Zealand's-
there, lost an arm, but that's all right because I got my friends.
There
So that's
it
quite
is.
nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Excellent. And a Cragheart is what's the definition of a Cragheart?
Definition of a Cragheart is an outcast.
An outcast.
Yeah. So you see this nice little chesty boy here, and the fact that he's got no glowies in that chesty boy, that's a Cragheart.
Got it.
I assume they're not very intelligent, but they can be
Ooh.
very worthy. What? That's not an insult. They're very strong
You
too.
assumed the whole. That's fine.
You have to have balance.
Okay, that's fair.
They don't move very fast. They're very strong. They can create obstacles. They can throw enemies into obstacles. It's very fun to play with the map. There aren't a lot of characters that I've played where you can mess with the map, and that's why I like a bit of a Cragheart time.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Bonds, who are you playing?
I am playing the Vermling Mind Thief.
You sound like you just found out. Oh, I guess that's.
And this thing looks pretty vicious, but it's actually really easy to attack, so you have to be careful. You kind of have to use your abilities called augments. And you can also use your abilities that help you immobilize, disarm, and become invisible. So even though I'm not a huge power thing that can just beat all the enemies up, I'm really good at dodging and avoiding them. Something I like about the Vermling Mind Thief is that they get a bad rap, but they can still work against the other things for the greater good. So
Wait, is that thematically they get a bad rap, you mean?
yes, it literally says Vermlings get a bad rap.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to play this character.
So you mess with the opponent's perceptions of us by making us invisible. That's the mind thief element of it, right?
Yeah, I can protect myself, not you. And it also says they stalk the night, terrifying opponents through psychic assaults, sharp blades, and swarms of tiny teeth. I am so
Assault.
excited
Oh my
about
gosh,
this one.
Okay, you are terrifying. Isaac, who are you playing today?
I've got a Quattrel Tinkerer. Quattrels are little guys who like inventing things and building gadgets, and so Tinkerer is all about just having a bunch of gadgets and throwing them out and using them at the right time. So
Okay.
I've got flamethrowers and ink bombs and crossbows. So yeah, don't mess with me.
Two of those sound much more lethal than the one of them.
Depends
but
on
I
how
know
you use
ink
it.
bombs, right? Yeah, ink bombs are going to come into play. It's not just for ruining
my
clothes.
ink bombs will be lethal.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Excellent. I'm playing an, is it pronounced Inox?
Yes.
I'm playing an Inox Bruiser. The Inox are wicked-looking gentlemen with a nice beard and awesome horns. And I think Bruiser kind of explains itself. I get up front, I take bruises, and I also deliver bruises, I believe, right? I do that.
Kind of a trade.
Yeah. I've also got a big old shield to do it with, and I can block damage. So I think I'm going to be the damage distributor and sponge as well. That's my role
Thank
in
you.
life. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for appreciating me. Yeah, and so that's the basics of who we're playing. Should we jump right into the scenario? So you have was
Sure.
it one of the first scenarios of Gloomhaven 2.0 that we're reading through?
No, I've created a exclusive scenario, especially for Good Time Society.
Oh my gosh.
And I believe we're planning on releasing it like with the video, so other people can play
This
it as
is
well.
news to me, and I produced this video, and I'm so excited. That's fantastic news. Okay, well, we'll have a link to where you can find that in the description below. Let's read it. Do you want to
Sure.
intro us in?
Okay, introduction. Councilman Greymare is a man with a lot of problems. Luckily, there's a lot of mercenaries in town to solve them. Just now, he happens to be explaining to you that he'd like to take his yearly retreat to the remote cabin in Corpsewood. But, of course, every year it needs to be cleansed of evil spirits beforehand.
He has a camping trip in a cabin in a place called Corpsewood.
Don't worry about
the
that, it's
Corpsewood
fine.
is
Love
a
it.
forest to the north of
Vacation
Gloomhaven. It's a
properties,
lovely
and lakes,
area.
and blood.
Just
Yeah,
Very
Just a
cheap
few
retail
evil
prices
spirits.
for a house. I think it may have something to do
Yeah.
with the corpses.
And spirits.
You know how these things just accumulate, he says, waving his hand about flippantly. I would sell the place, but the trees are really lovely. It's such a rejuvenating experience. It doesn't really sound like a good time from your end, and you're about to tell Greymare where he can shove his cabin. But then he arrives at the payment offer, and you think all... I got so distracted by the money. Calm down, Goblin.
Got excited.
And you think of all the good times you could have with that money. Many good times, let's imagine. Oh, so good times, so many good times. So now then, here you are, stranded in front of the cabin, wondering if these creepy tall trees are worth all this effort. Distant. The door key should be behind the large rock out front. You remember Greymare saying, or maybe it was under the log. You'll figure it out.
Oh no. Choices already. This is called the Cabin of Corpsewood or in Corpsewood?
Cabin in the Corpsewood.
All right. And then as part of scenarios, we usually have goals up top. Is that right? Which is to
Right.
cleanse the House of Spirits. Is that what I'm...
You know, it's full of dead. We should probably get rid of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it clean.
We're the cleanup
We're the
crew.
cleaning crew. Great.
The scenario is complete when all enemies are dead. So let's stay friends.
Okay. Yeah. If we have to. Yeah.
And there might be there's some special rules.
Oh,
and,
sure. Ooh,
links to read down there at the bottom too.
this is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
The log has 3 hit points and is an enemy to you.
The log.
The log!
Oh no. So the log is one of our targets.
You know, they always make situations sticky.
It's a haunted log.
And we better whisper. We don't want to bark too loud. And all right, I'm going to stop.
Recapping, the key is under the log or the rock. Is that what we had decided?
Okay, so the log has C times 3 hit points, so it actually has 12 hit points before.
So C is the number of characters
and
in the game.
door
before.
2 is
That's
door
right.
2 is locked, and
Okay.
then for links down here at the bottom it says when any character has ended any of their turns in hex A, which I'll just mark this is hex A. So basically somebody has looked behind the rock, and then the log is destroyed. So we need to look behind the rock
Or
and the
under
log.
the log. Okay, got it.
Then at that point we can read the next section.
Excellent.
So yeah, there are no enemies on the board currently.
I
We're
have
just
a
kind of
bad feeling about this guy.
Strolling
now.
through the woods.
What if there's like bugs or something underneath the log? Have you ever lifted a
I'm
log?
gonna eat him.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I've gone around rocks too. Been stabbed several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just go looking around rocks and under logs.
No. Maybe if you're a bear though. That would be like dinner.
Remember that time we were a bear?
Oh, so close.
No.
Mr.
Sorry.
Miyagi, is that you?
Okay, so in order to move without combat, we can still just
Yeah,
move,
so we're just
right?
going to start around here. So each round, what you're going to be doing is looking through your hands of ability cards. You have access to all of them up front, and you're going to be picking 2 cards that you want to play. Once it's your turn in the round, you'll be doing the top action of one of the cards and the bottom action of the other card. And then what determines your turn in the round is the number in the middle is your initiative. So right now you're picking 2 cards based on a top and bottom action that you want to play, and then you'll be picking one of those cards to be your initiative, and you'll kind of put it on top, and then you'll take those cards and you'll put them face down in front of you. We wait for everyone to do that, and then we'll all reveal simultaneously and act out the round.
All right.
We should probably designate one of us to check behind the
Right.
rock
So
while the others kind of move up and start breaking this log.
So we can start. Yeah, we can talk it out before we've made our decisions, right?
When you're picking your cards, yeah, you can communicate amongst each other. You just can't say specifics. Like you can't say like specific initiative values or specific card names.
Sure.
But
But you can share like, I'll go and do X.
Yeah,
provided we
absolutely.
can. Great. Problem is, I'm not sure I can get to the log.
I can get to the log.
I can also get to the log. Do you want to go together?
Let's go together.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to work very well together because I can smash things and you can cut their ankles while I do it.
Yeah, and they
Stop
won't
them
even
running
see
away.
me.
Or gnaw on their ankles.
Love
All right, I'll head to the rock then.
What? No. Are you
Yeah,
coming with us?
I will head to the rock with you, I suppose, right? Cause
No, we're going to the rock.
I
you
thought
said
you
you
were
were
going
on
to
the
log.
Oh, we're going to log?
This is our first turn, and we're already in chaos over rock and log. What happens when enemies are going to get involved?
They'll come to us. It'll be easier.
We're all standing at the log. We're like, what? How did we all get here? We just talked about this.
Actually, I'm just gonna check behind the rock right away. I got a big movement card.
Awesome. Love that.
It'll be great.
And then we place our 2 cards face down, and whatever top number is revealed, that's the one that's going to tell our initiative order.
Yes.
Yes.
There's some squares down here with some enemies in that.
These are some undead that we'll be facing. We'll be facing living bones and living spirits.
Okay.
They're probably somewhere in the house, or they might pop up out here. We don't know yet. And they have a hit point value, a movement value, and an attack value. And there's 2 sides to them for normal monsters and elite monsters, based on the color of their bases.
All right. So yeah, we should talk about how we met. So I think we were saying we all overheard this lucrative offer of a cabin cleaning.
Yeah, I feel like we were all at the inn having our drinks like we do every night because it's a tough world and drinking water's really dangerous. We're all drinking our ale, and there's this guy in the corner who's like, I got this vacation home, and it's always full of dead stuff. And we're like, what a dummy. I've got to pay someone to clear it out. And we all jump
Cha-ching!
up, and we all lock eyes, and we go,
Yeah.
Party up.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Great. Awesome.
we need some money for ale.
Sounds good.
Oh my goodness. We didn't hear how much it was, did we?
We're not very good businessmen.
All right. We've all chosen our cards for the round. Should we flip them over? And the top card is your initiative choice, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, bingo. As they say in Gloomhaven. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right, so we got 34, 35, 75, and 87. All right. So I
Excellent.
guess I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to put on a pair of rocket boots and use some jet propulsion to jump 8 over to this rock.
Holy cow.
Now, this is a lost card. So it seems good, but I do have to put it then in my lost pile so I can never use it again. But yeah, this is going to be a jump 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And jump means I can go over obstacles or enemies if I want. So yeah, I'm going to fly over this rock, even though I don't need to, just because it's fun. And I'm going to land right here and achieve that objective of looking behind the rock.
Wow. This is going to be like 5 minutes.
Do you see
We'll see.
anything?
I,
behind that rock?
optimistic.
I don't see anything behind this rock.
You don't see anything behind that rock? Why'd you go
I mean,
into that rock then?
there's some dirt behind the rock. I don't know. I thought it might be behind the rock. You know.
He seems a
'cause-
little
It's
untrustworthy.
a weird way of thinking, isn't
It's
it?
a 50-50 shot, you guys.
Is that math? Yeah, I don't like that
Just
very
2
much.
numbers. I don't think you add them.
Oh.
And then my other card, I'm just not going to do anything with because I have to do the top action, and I don't want to, so I can just discard that for no effect.
So you do, okay, interesting. So yeah, with your lost card, if you use that lost card's ability, then you have to lose it, therefore removing
Right.
it from the cycle.
Yeah.
But you could choose not to.
Yeah, because this would be stunning a bunch of enemies, and there aren't any enemies around. So
exactly.
yeah,
So that makes myself go next, I assume. Well, I was actually also going to move nearby, but I don't think I want to do that considering it would be a loss and you've already achieved that goal. But I was going to
Yeah.
come by to hang out near you in case you were in trouble. So I think what I'll do instead is I'll actually do the lower action of this one, which is Leaping Cleave, and I can move 3, so I can actually be closer to these two if they need help with the log, or I could be like here if you need help.
I think you should just move toward the log and
Logward?
start damaging that as well.
Are
Yeah.
you sure you don't need any help with that there stationary
Oh
rock
no,
that
yeah,
nothing's
there's
happening around?
absolutely nothing behind here. Don't come and check. Absolutely, totally clear.
You're right, that was a bit shifty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
was.
Interesting. Okay. Well, then I also
I'm not doing anything weird behind this rock.
now leaping cleave on its bottom area does have a little line here with a secondary thing, and this is an or option, right?
It's an and.
It's
you,
an
you
and.
can do
Okay,
both.
so I may also do this, which is to push someone away from me 2 spaces, but I'm not going to push a log away.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
so
you can't push a
so
log.
I'll just pretty much end this action, and then my skewer, which is my top ability, I can deal just 3 straight up damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Great.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
And it's in a line, so if there were 2 enemies, you could hit them both.
Now, if the log takes up 2 spaces,
Unfortunately, it still can only be attacked
I mean,
once.
attacking a log lengthwise as opposed to crosswise would damage a little bit.
Yeah, I played Fruit Ninja. That worked.
But this is Gloomhaven, not Fruit Ninja, so I guess we'll just put a 3 damage tracker on the log. Is that right?
Well, you got to flip over an attack modifier card anytime you
right.
attack.
Oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me. Okay, so this will be our modifier. Here we go. I've got a
Whoa!
double damage.
Whoa, did you shuffle that?
I did
All right.
extensively.
So yeah, it's going to take 6 damage then.
Heck yeah, they call me Log Slayer back at home.
So yeah, I guess this will be over in 5 minutes.
But bingo. Okay, and that's both my turns, but because I didn't use the lower ability of this, I don't have to loss it, right? I don't have to lose it.
Right,
It'd be the
yep, you did the top
actual
ability.
verb. I'll discard those 2.
All right, so for my first move, I'm going to be playing the Pilfer.
Pilfer. You're the mind thief.
And as now with the
Pilfer. It's not a bad word. It's just pilfer. It means to
I know what you said. Okay, forget it. Pilfering. I'm pilfering as the mind thief. 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
And that was movement 4, so that's now I put this in the discard.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do the top part of the mind's weakness. This is an augment card that I can just set aside or set above my character, and it's add +1 damage or add +1 attack to all your melee attacks. So this one will gain me 1 experience, which is the blue portion of my dial here. And then I can do both, or is it or?
Well, so you're going to do it in order. So the first thing you're going to do is your attack 2.
Okay.
And that's going to be an attack 3 because of the augment of the mind's weakness, which immediately applies.
So I'm going to flip over this card, and it's just
Alright.
a solid 3 damage.
Yes.
And then it says control the target of the attack ability, and then it says 2 attack +1.
Right. So if this were a monster, you would then basically control it to attack one of its allies. But objectives can't be controlled, like they don't ever
That makes
attack
sense.
This
anything
log
like
isn't
that.
sentient, is what
Right,
you're saying.
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Got it.
It's not sentient.
Not,
log.
not yet, anyway.
It has a prerogative, though.
All right, so that was my
A
turn.
prerogative?
Ooh, there he is. There he is.
Barking
There's
up the right
creator.
tree.
Oh, no.
All right. Does that resolve your card?
Yes, I am
All right.
done.
Nicely done.
Well, honestly, there's not a lot of doors from where I came from, so...
I also moved in your way. Sorry.
What?
I know I said I was going to the rock, but
Well, that's the good thing. We can move through each other, but I do require the toll of a hug.
the toll.
The point is, there's a door there, and I haven't seen many of those where I'm from, so I was hoping one of you would open it. So I don't have any attacks. I'm just gonna keep looking at the pretty trees, absorbing this weird smell that's going on here. With my initiative of 87, I will move 4 though.
Okay.
Well, the good news is that any card can be used as an attack 2 on the top or a move 2 on the bottom.
I did forget about that.
Yeah, so
Well, in that case, I use my movement here, and then I'll use an attack. That's right, there it is. There's that little boy right there.
Right
Told
there.
you math's not my strong point, nor doors, but I'm still useful. So I'm going to attack that there for 2, and I'm going to use my modifier, hoping for the best.
Oh,
A little +2
nice.
from me. So I don't know why you guys are hitting this log, but I'm going to join you because I like having friendships and
Thank
group
you.
activities.
This is what we're doing today.
All right.
All right, well, that log is destroyed.
Nice.
So now we get to read the next section.
Can I obliterate this log?
Yep, just remove it from the board, and then I'll
it's
hand
a
this
millipede.
back to...
Thank you. You sigh in exasperation at the distinct lack of key in your hand. Thank you for the sound effects. If this guy can't even give you the right location, he probably deserves to just have his door knocked in.
That's our logic.
That's why we don't have doors. We just smash through things. So
All right, so he deserves this. We're
He
actually teaching
does.
him a lesson, honestly.
he hasn't learned it yet, has it? It's been many years of visiting this place.
So this door is also going to have 12 hit points. So now our objective is to just smash through the
The
door.
first
We
step was a
hate the
wild
door.
key chase.
Yes.
But it was
Yeah.
a good introduction to our mechanics. It also lets us start to use some of our cards, which is a nice little trick. Well, you've resolved both of your cards, is that correct?
have,
So is
correct.
that the end of a round?
Yep, yeah, we've
Awesome.
all taken a turn, so that's the end of the round.
And the log and the rock don't roll for initiative,
Right.
right? Okay. So then we start a whole new round by taking just 2 more cards.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I guess our plan is one of us kicks open the door.
Well, it has 12 hit points, so again, it's
All
you
of
know,
us
gonna
kick open the door,
take
but only 2 people
multiple
can stand
attacks.
adjacent to it unless they're
Right.
throwing.
Craghart has plenty of ranged attacks, though. So.
Great. Well, I volunteered to go up front, just because that's kind of my job.
Would you like some company up there?
Sure, it gets lonely on the front line.
Well, I am stuck behind this rock, so I will join you
Eventually.
eventually.
yeah.
I have the fuel on my jet boots ran out, so I gotta walk now, and I got tiny legs, so.
Now, I can't, I assume, push a door or pull a door, right? I mean,
Right.
unless it says push or pull on
Yeah,
it.
it's the door is essentially an objective in this, so it's
Yeah.
exactly like the log.
Right.
You also can't like poison it or stun it or anything.
Now, we want to be careful about using our cards that go for loss because we won't get them for the rest of the scenario. Is that
Right,
correct?
yeah.
Because they only come back to you after a rest situation, which happens in
Lost
between.
cards, yeah, you don't get them back until you finish the scenario
Right.
or fail the scenario.
Nice caveat.
Oh,
All right,
and
I'm
then one
ready.
last thing, Jake. Because you flipped over that card that has the shuffle symbol in the corner,
Right.
at the end of the round, you're going to want to shuffle
All my
your
cards
discards
together?
back into your deck.
Okay, cool.
So that you can do it again.
Yeah, awesome. What's the makeup of the attack modifier deck? There's a few +1s, some zeros, a few ×2s.
Yeah, you've got the 1 times 2 in there, and the
Just
one.
one of them.
Yeah. And then
nailed
there's
it.
also a null card in there, so you do no damage if you draw that. And then you've got 1 +2, 1 -2, and then the rest are +1s, -1s, and zeros.
Understood.
So maybe you shuffled the +2 on top again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I shuffled the ×2. All right. Ready to party?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is that a 0/8?
it is.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
your discard, right?
No, this is my
That's our
augment.
active
Oh, it
area, yeah.
stays up, right. Oh, that's so cool. How long does that last?
It lasts for the rest of the game until I want to replace it with another augment card. I really like this character.
I like this a lot. Okay, great.
Would you
Well,
mind
you're
doing
going
me a
first.
favour?
Yes, what would you like?
Would you mind putting your augment atop this active part?
Oh, yes.
So that we don't forget it's there either.
So like
Beautiful.
this?
You can keep it
Yeah,
out if
that
you
works
like,
like
just
that.
so that you know. And we know.
And now I won't get it mixed up. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so you revealed an 08, so you'll go first, and then Isaac
Yeah,
with
I'm on
22. And I'm right
22.
behind you again. You and I.
Yeah.
And then
I'll
old
catch
Craig
up.
card eventually. Yeah, sure.
Got caught up looking at the pretty trees.
So
Where'd the log go?
Where is it?
the first thing I'm going to do is this one, but it's the perverse edge. But it has a snowflake with an X.
Yeah, so that is an elemental consumption. So if the ice element were already infused, which means it's in either of these 2 columns, then you would be able to use it to stun something adjacent to you. But currently, there's no elements on the board, so you just kind of ignore that part
Okay.
because there's nothing to
So
consume.
I'm going to take my Mind Thief and move 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll move on the left side of the door to make room for the other 2. And then, so that was this card, goes in my discard.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use Empathetic Assault, and I'll use the top action. And it is 2 experience and lost. So move
Right.
my blue dial up to 3 now. And then I have my augment, which is add +1 attack to all your melee attacks. So that's a 5 attack on that one.
Nice.
So empathetic assaults, because there is the symbol after it, is actually a ranged attack. So you wouldn't get the bonus from your mind's weakness. Also, because you are attacking something adjacent to you with a ranged attack, it would actually be at disadvantage. where
Why?
you flip over 2 cards and take the worst. That's just a rule
Just
in the game.
moonwalk backwards a little bit.
So
we
yeah,
can
you
get
could
to the
either
door.
do that before you moved, or you could just do, the basic attack, which is a melee attack, so that would actually be a attack 3 instead of an attack 2. And then you wouldn't have to lose the card either.
That's a great idea. And then I'm going to take 2 back on my
Yeah, you wouldn't
my
get the
blue.
2 experience.
So I'm back down to 1.
So you want to stay in the base in the range of melee and just do 2?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll stay, everything's the same, but I'm going to keep the card afterwards because
Yeah.
I'm just using the regular base.
Sure.
And I'm using my mind's weakness to add +1, so it's 3. And each of these tokens are worth 3, so I just remove a token.
Well, every time you attack, you have to flip over an attack modifier card.
No.
Yay!
So
Okay.
4 damage to it.
Very nice.
So we'll take off 6 and add 2 1s.
All right,
All right, 8 left.
that's my turn. Thank you for the help.
Yeah.
That brings us to the Tinkerer.
Right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna trundle along here and move 4. 1, and this time I can't jump over the rock, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the gas canister, which just has a move 4 on the bottom.
Perfect.
You know, maybe I'm just huffing a little bit of gas to make myself
psyched
move
up to run?
faster.
Okay, yeah.
Not thinking fart power at all. That wasn't where my mind went.
Well, you know. And then my other card is Hook Gun, but again, there's nothing within range for me to attack because I'm still hanging out here in the back, so I'm just going to discard that for no effect.
We couldn't see him, and then in the background,
Not doing anything weird behind the rock.
what was he doing behind the rock?
What? He was back there for
Eating
so
beans.
long.
So long.
So long. All right. So I'm gonna go up front, but I don't know if you want to go up front. I feel like there's
I'd like
less.
to.
I know you do it.
But I don't want to take your dreams
I
away
know this.
either.
No. We can all dream together. I don't have a ranged attack is my issue. So maybe I'll forsake going up there and doing because I feel like you're gonna do something big. I'm noticing here, right? No. Okay. Well, because I'm gonna do probably
Maybe.
just 2 damage, unfortunately, to this if I move up. Are you gonna do more than that?
Yeah.
Great. Then I won't go all the way. So I'll be adjacent to both of you. So I'll take my sweeping blow to move a 1, a 2, and then I'll just. Man, unfortunately, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing with that. I guess I can fortify with eye for an eye. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, nothing is going to be attacking
Right,
you.
but, it's better than doing 2 damage to nothing because I can't hit within range, right?
Sure.
And then I'll also gain an experience point the next time I retaliate this round, which, again, is not going to happen, but it's there. So is that shield marked by anything? It's an ongoing effect?
Yeah, so you would keep that card in your active area until the end of the round
Okay.
because there's the little round symbol on it.
Probably not going to happen, but if someone opens this door and something springs out, maybe.
Ooh, you'll be ready.
So yeah, at least I'm near you guys.
Emotional support's important. Is it me?
I'm quietly clapping for you guys as you guys.
It's
hit
all
it.
you.
The big meaty hands.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I'm going to use backup ammunition. I'm going to do a little scoot, boop, up to the door, and then I'm going to use heaving swing. Everybody stand back a bit. My hands are a bit slippy from touching all this, whatever this is here in this here place we found ourselves. And I'm going to do a nice heavy swing, but for 3 with my modifier of nothing. Oh! Watch out, guys! You're right there. Did I get you with my axe?
Yep, just a little bit.
Sorry about that. Well,
Okay.
Embarrassing things happen all the time. It's about getting back up and trying your
Yes,
best next time.
absolutely.
So, is this voice getting obnoxious?
Not
yet?
at all.
Oh, no.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Give it an hour or so.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. All right, so I'm just going to put these in my discard.
So that was
And-
the null card that he had mentioned, right?
Yeah.
This
Of which
is
there's only
the-
1.
Right?
Yeah.
So you
Aren't I lucky?
you drew the +2, and then you
the
drew
times
the null.
2. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the times
Yeah.
2. Wow.
But that also has a shuffle symbol, so at the end of the
Right.
round she'll shuffle that
So
back
you,
in.
yeah, you got to shuffle that back in
So
so
I
you can do it
pretend I
again.
just throw this.
And
I
your
just
discard.
throw
Yeah,
this.
right?
and your discard as well.
Perfect.
Very nice. Well, not really, but
Sorry about that,
It's
guys.
okay.
But
It's okay.
We all get 1.
Ow, shit.
All right, but then that's the end of the round. So my persistent effect goes away, yours
Yep.
stays, and we select 2 more cards. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How much more damage do we have on the door?
Currently
3, 6,
8.
7, 8.
8.
Yeah.
And right now, both of us are next to the door, so only we can attack it.
With melee attacks.
With melee, okay.
Right.
So if one of you were to step back and do range damage, I can step up and do melee
Okay.
hits.
Though you do have one ranged attack.
Yeah,
in your
you've played
deck,
this game
right?
before. Do y'all think you're gonna burst down this door in this turn?
I think if we all work together, yes.
Anything is possible.
All right, are we ready to party? Okay. Here we go.
Ready?
Oh no.
Wow,
Okay.
look at these low initiatives.
Love it.
All right, Mind Thief with the 10, Crag with 13,
I'm at 18.
and I have 87.
Going
So
slow.
yeah, I'll take my time. Mind Thief, lead us off.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Frigid Apparition, and I'll do the top action, which will add a,
Yep.
what's the...
Ice.
It'll add an ice.
The ice element goes to
Strong.
waning from inert.
All the way up.
All the way to strong.
Yep.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So there's 3 conditions. It can be inert, waning, and strong.
Okay, and then I have +1 attack to all your melee. I have a melee of 3, +1 is 4. So I'll do that damage first. Oh, yes, thank you. And then this is the attack modifier deck, and it remains
Alright.
at 4 attack. Thank you
Cool,
for the
yeah.
reminder.
Yeah.
So you've done 4 damage. It's got 4 left.
Okay, and then I'm actually gonna use 2 movement basic on the bottom half of the card, and just back up.
All right.
Yes.
I've done my thing. Nice. well mind thiefed.
Nice.
Good one.
All right, for me with my initiative of 13, I'm going to start with Crushing Grasp, and I'm going to whack that door. I'm going to hit it this time, guys. Pretty sure.
You got this.
We
No.
believe in you.
What was that first voice there? I like
It was
it.
deep from my past.
Okay, and that's also going to bring up the Earth power.
All right.
Ooh.
Earth also goes into the strong realm.
Beautiful.
Very
My
nice.
attack modifier of -1.
Oh, all right.
That's annoying.
Is that just enough to not kill it?
Yeah, it's got 1 hit point left.
Beautiful. So that is done. I get an XP. Let's just put it on there for funsies. And then you know what? It looks quite nice back there. Do you want to
wait
hold
a
hands
second.
for a bit?
Yeah, it was the hug toll.
Beautiful. That's my turn.
All right.
So let's see. First, I'm just going to use Net Shooter to move up a little bit more. I could immobilize something next to me with my Net Shooter, but there's nothing next to me. And so I will just move up 3 into this position. And then, I saw how embarrassing it was for the Cragheart to miss that attack, so I thought I'd help you out a little bit. I've got a volatile concoction for you. You can drink it if you want.
I would love to.
Okay, it's gonna strengthen you. So you're gonna get the strengthen condition,
Beautiful.
which gives you advantage on your next turn.
Thank
so
you very
while you're-
much for the weird little drink thing. Did you find it behind that rock there, or just had it in your pocket?
Oh yeah, it was in my pocket.
A bit warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
made it behind
It's-
the rock.
Okay. There's a lot further questions I don't want the answers to.
He was giggling a lot back there.
Yeah.
The other thing it does for you, you get to recover one of your discarded
That's
cards,
so
Yes.
nice.
whichever
That
one you
is-
want.
I think we just became best friends, you and I.
I agree.
Tell me about the rock stuff later.
Okay.
Now, Isaac, advantage in this game means when you're rolling an attack modifier card, when you're drawing, you draw 2 instead and take your choice,
Yep. Take your choice.
which is always going to be the highest one.
yeah.
And those
That's
are
my
both your
turn.
actions? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll resolve mine. Well, no one opened the door, but everybody ran behind me, so I'm going to take a free action to look at all of you suspiciously and then move forward.
You were the bruiser.
I
so-
know. I take this responsibility. This is my job. Okay, so we'll use the grab and go to move forward for just the bottom action there, and then we'll use I think the shield bash to just beat the door. Oh no, we shouldn't. We should just do the 2 flat damage.
Yeah,
because
since it only has
I'll
one
lose the
hit
card
point.
if I do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just do the 2 flat damage and hope I don't get a -2.
Come on.
+0. Therefore, 2 damage destroys the door.
Yeah. We'll just flip it over. You busted it open.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's the flip side of the token. Okay. Do we read from the next part of the scenario?
Yes, there is now a new section.
Ooh. Well, if nothing else, Grey Mare will have a better view of the trees without the front door. And with that gone, you do begin to hear the faint, classic moaning of some undead occupants inside.
Oh no, not classic moaning.
Finally, some real action.
No more doors and logs for us.
Special rules, open door.
Done.
Aggressively so.
Yeah, those are the enemies that are in this room. And whenever we reveal a new room, we are immediately going to play a card for each of the enemies that don't already have a card for this round. So because we're meeting these enemies for the first time, we're going to flip
Hi, guys.
over a card for them.
Nice to meet you.
And this is actually fine for us. So they would normally go on 12 initiative, but because that is before your initiative, they're just going to go immediately after your turn, which I think has ended at this point.
It has, yes.
And so then they will all just immediately activate and do this thing. They're not going to move or attack, so that's good. They're just going to kind of hang out. They're going to give themselves one shield for the rest of the round, which it's the end of the round, so it doesn't really matter. And they're also going to heal themselves, but they're already at full health, so that doesn't really matter either.
What's the name of that card?
This is Eternal Life.
And if Eternal Life had an initiative number that was higher than mine, but I had gone already, would they just not go this turn when they were revealed?
No, they would then just go normally in the initiative order.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And then, what was my other question? Oh, and then the other question is some of these have a little bit of a yellow outline on here, too. Those are different?
Yep, so the ones without the yellow outline are normal enemies, and we're going to look at the white side of their stat sheet for them, and then the gold ones are the elites, and we look at the gold side for that. So
Nice
elites are typically like twice as powerful as normal enemies.
Okay.
And then this also, has a shuffle symbol on it, and so we'll shuffle that into the deck at the end of the round.
Great. Okay, so we actually have things that can fight back. So start of a new round, is that right?
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the rounds, and we're going to shuffle this back into the deck because it has a little shuffle symbol on it.
Now, because Crankhart got to recover a card, and we don't have those abilities to recover a card, there is a method in the game to do so, which is known as a short rest. Is that right?
Yeah, and typically we're not going to want to really do that until you've run out of at least most of the cards in your hand.
Right.
But yeah, when you...
Yeah, who opens the door to a bunch of skeletons like, I'm going to take a nap right now?
Right,
yeah,
right.
no, I get
But
it.
yeah, once you want to rest, basically you're just going to be taking your discard pile and losing one of those cards in your lost pile and getting the rest back into your hand.
Oh, yes, losing one, because that's part of the payment for the rest in the scenario.
Right, yeah, you're always going to be running out of cards no matter
Yeah.
what you do. And yeah, the good news is that now we have monsters, now they can drop money that we can collect.
I like that.
That's what we're here for, is the money. All right, I think I got mine.
Okay.
Ooh. There's a very interesting analysis paralysis with this game because there's actually not a ton of options and a lot of them do very similar things, but the order of operations and the combination of the card and the initiative is enough of like a lot of a little puzzle to solve in there, right?
And kind of trying to read everyone else's moves.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're going to attack that one, I could just go for another one.
Even in our first round, we were like, let's split up evenly, and I'm like, I'm going to the log now. Like, I changed my mind. What are your cool items?
I have leather armor, so the attacker would gain a disadvantage if I used it.
Oh,
And then the poison dagger I really like because I can combine it with another card. And it says during your melee attack ability, add 1 poison to 1 attack. Well, I have a card that says add +1 attack for every negative effect that enemy has.
Very nice.
So I could use use that card, have an extra melee attack.
That's so cool. And your augmented ability, the mind's weakness, is that what it's called?
The mind's weakness, which is add +1 to attack to all melee.
It's so nice.
So I could combine it, but I'm probably not going to do it until I rest
Right.
because I'm using the card for something else.
All right, Craghart's ready. That means the party's ready. Want to flip?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. And then also, I assume the monsters flip at the same time
Yep.
and reveal when they go.
Oh, they're doing the same thing. I
Oh my
apologize
gosh.
for not shuffling well.
But that's actually not a bad shuffle. I mean, there's only like 8 cards in there, right? There's like 1
Yeah.
in 8 chance of that happening.
Yeah.
So they'll go first, it looks like. Because they're 12?
Yes. Yep. They'll activate first, and they'll do the same thing they did last time. So they now have an extra shield. Each living bones innately has 1 shield. and then this round they essentially have 2 shield. So any attack that you perform against them, unless it has pierce, will be reduced by 2.
Got it.
And then they heal themselves, but they're full health.
All right, so they've already done their turn, right? So that leaves us with, I think, Craghart's first.
Double
48.
check. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read 13. I'm
That's
so
all right.
sorry.
I will be using my boots of speed, little zip boots. I can increase my initiative by 10, so I'm going to tap that to the side.
Oh, so
So
you
I'm gonna
really want
make
to
sure I go first.
Okay.
Got to protect my little friend here.
Thank you.
Well, they're not attacking this round, though. But
They're about to be presently, I'm sure.
Well, we know that they're not. Just so
Why?
you know.
Oh, that's right.
Why?
Because they've done their action.
yeah, this is all they're going to do this round. We all get to do our thing, and then we'll go to the next round before they get to do something
So
else.
they deed up on their turn, defense stuff
Yeah.
on their turn. So all they've done is just put their shields up effectively, right?
So
Yep.
we shouldn't attack them?
You can.
Oh, we can.
Okay.
They're just not gonna
You'll do less damage, but also they're not attacking back, so might as
Okay.
well take the
There's no
opportunity.
protection needed, right?
Thank
Yeah.
you for that tip. I will not be using my boots. I just wanted you all to look at them.
They're really cool.
They look
Thank you.
great. They look great.
First, I'm going to be using Scurry, even though it was my second card that I played. I'm using Scurry, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, because you can move through me.
Yep.
And then I can attack because I'm not in range, so I'm going to skip that bottom half. And then I'm going to be doing Submissive Affliction, control 1 enemy within 4 hexes. And I have +1 movement as well. And the controlled enemy suffers
2 damage.
damage and loses an experience? Or
you gain an
I gain
experience, yeah.
experience and then +1 to all melee, but would that
That's
would
not
be,
an attack.
That's not an attack? Oh, I'm just controlling it.
Yeah, so what you're controlling it to do is the movement. So basically you can have one of these guys on the board move 1 space.
My good friend, I will say I'll be going to the left, so if you want to do something on the right, that might be good.
Okay. On the right here. So
Yeah, so like this guy is within range 4 of you.
okay, so then I take this thing and I put it all the way down.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Use
and,
that power.
and we should have moved those
into
down
the
at the end of the round.
wings.
Oh, they would come
That's right.
down 1 level.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So you can still use it.
Okay. And then is there something to say that I'm targeting that one?
You do it.
You declare
so
it.
so he takes 2 damage.
Okay. And then I move 1 up on my experience. This is the first time I've been doing that. I've ever been able to do that. Okay.
And
cool.
you also would be able to move him 1 space. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. So you can have him move here or here if you want, or you can.
I think I'm gonna move
not.
him here
I like
because I want to destroy him.
Sure.
Beckon him forward, Mind Thief.
Yeah. I am in control of them. That's my turn.
Great
Cool.
turn. All right, that makes it your turn, I believe. Craig.
Craig!
I said
My
Craig,
name's
but I'll
Craig,
call
yeah.
you Craig. That's
I like
fine.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never been given a name before. I'm just like, that's what people call me.
We're a team now.
I like that. I've got
Yeah.
friends. Wonderful. Well, I'm about to do something weird, so don't judge me for it. I'm going to use Burrow. So as you're looking at Craig, he just
What?
goes into the ground,
Craig.
and then he goes through the door, and he can go 7.
Whoa!
Pops all the way up in front of those buddies. Now, I will be losing this card, but I'm doing something cool, so I think it's worth it. Please let me do something cool. Okay.
Well, that's why you got the strength in though.
That's why I got this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Besties.
That's use.
So I've moved all the way up. This is going to be lost, but here's the fun part. When I pop up, these guys are dead, but I
What?
still scare the last bit of life out of them that they had in them. They have these little breeches on. They all get a little bit heavier because Petrify, which is a 4. Oh, it's at a range. My bad, guys. I actually don't go the full
Yeah,
7.
yep,
I
okay.
go 6.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
you can do 7?
Hold on a second. Was I here? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yes,
do-
that's where
so
you
I'm
are.
going under, and I'm actually going to go on the other side of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
obstacle. Yeah, if he likes
All
it, it's a good
right.
choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to stop right there. And then I pop up. Hello, guys. What you doing? And the undead are like, what? They say that. It's actually amazing with no vocal cords that they can say what. So this is 4 attack at a range. For each target killed, gain 1 XP and create 1 hex obstacle in the tile in the featureless hex they occupied. This also brings up my earth power, which I'll be using the next turn. And the fun thing about this is I can hit 3 objects. So I'll be hitting all 3 of these fellers. And we're going to use our advantage here. So we either have a +1 or a -1.
We know the
Love
answer to that.
So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to do the +1. And that will be 5 damage.
So you're going to flip over. You're going to do that 3
Yeah.
separate times, 1 for each.
Oh my
separate
gosh,
guy.
that's right. So I need to think about what kind of damage I'm doing because they also have a shield of 1.
Right, they're going to reduce whatever
Plus
you're doing
another
by 2.
shield?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So I will aim for this guy, this folk
All
here.
right, so he's going to take 3 damage.
He's gonna
right? Because
take
it's 4 + 1
4
minus
plus 1
2.
-2. Glad you're here. Like I said, not good at the maths.
Yeah.
Someone called me an abacus once, and I think that has something to do with math, but I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to steal my parts. All right, so I'm going to aim at this second feller there with my advantage. Beautiful.
All right.
I will
Wow,
be taking
again.
the
Image is
+1
so
again.
perfect for this.
It really was. Thanks for that. And then for the final blow, we're going to be hitting the elite. Ooh, so glad we had that advantage.
Well
+1.
done.
Beautiful. So I did burn 2 cards, but that's a good start. And I'm going to be over here doing a little shimmy, keeping their attention on me. So my friends can come in and have some fun too.
You are shimmying. Look at this.
Yeah, I am
It's
still.
perfect.
Every time I do this, some rocks fall off. But that's all right.
She's shedding pebbles.
People told me to lose weight. It's real easy for me.
All right. Is that your turn, Craig?
Yeah.
Then it's,
What's your name?
It's Tinker time. Well, I mean, Bruiser's my name, so it's Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce
I like
the
that.
Bruiser.
Which is,
It says Vermling Mind Thief.
yeah, but I think it's that second word. Just said
Mind Thief.
That's
Yeah.
it's right. It's all about the accent. And your name?
You don't have to.
I guess I'm Carrie, the Tinkerer.
Carrie? Yeah.
Is that because
Craig,
we carry
Carrie?
you or you carry us? You just carried me on that one, actually.
Yeah,
so
it's depends on the day.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you want to have a real name?
No, I don't know if I can like say it as well as you.
Oh, it's your name. You can say it better than me by 1,000.
Mind Thief.
Yeah. It's like an 80s band.
Oh wow.
Okay. Tinkerer.
Carrie the Tinkerer. Yes, I am going to use my ink bomb just to move.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep moving up into this room. I'm also gonna
Welcome to
go
the
to
group.
the left here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use an enhancement field. So this is a special token that I get to place on the board. We don't currently have that token, so I'm just going to use a damage token.
Cool. An enhancement field.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to drop this bad boy right here.
Wow.
So this hex is still considered empty, so people can move through it. But while you are either on that hex or adjacent to that hex, you have +1 on all your attacks. Unfortunately, I couldn't drop that before you went and did your thing because I was going slow.
That's totally fine. I went underground. It was really weird for everyone. So
All right, but that's all I'm doing this round. I'm just dropping that enhancement field for your attacking pleasure.
All right. Well, thank you. I will try and
this
take
is
advantage of it. So my 2 cards are Fearsome Taunt and Trample. I think what we're going to have to do is I want to be able to use the attack of Trample because it's piercing damage, but unfortunately I didn't get anyone close enough in range because I can't move close enough to hit anyone with a melee, I don't believe, unfortunately. So we're going to use the movement of Trample, which is a 4, but it has a jump symbol, which means I can ignore any obstacles, right? I can pretty much just leap anywhere.
Right.
Now, if I use this ability, I will also lose this card.
Yeah.
Boy, Trample's so fun when people are around, though.
Right. You're not getting the good benefit of that where you get
Yeah.
to damage everything you move through.
Well, if I waste another turn just moving and not damaging, though, that doesn't feel like the best use of my options anyway. So I think it's better to maybe ditch the card and get closer and deal some damage. Thoughts? Feedback?
might be nice
Team?
to move in to protect the little ones.
Right, that's what I was kind of thinking, is like get into a
Yeah.
place where I will take hits as opposed to
Yeah.
them. Yeah, I think that's more important. So we're going to use our...
Oh, I was gonna say I'll probably kill all these guys on my turn. So yeah, if you want to focus on those guys over there.
Sold. Thank you. I love that feedback. Okay, great. So I'm about to run here, and as I run by the Tinkerer,
Just point you in the
Yeah.
other
okay, just guide me over here. So that's 2 steps. But then I could 3 with my trample movement, and technically 4, but I can't share the same space, so I could just 4 here. Therefore, I'm in range of both of them for future stuff. And then maybe I'll keep them away from you guys by fearsome taunting him backwards. So I'll deal 3 damage plus push 3, I believe. Is this simple?
Yeah.
And then I'll also gain an experience point for it. Oh, did you gain an experience point for your Petrify? Because I think you do. When you
It was
discarded
only
it.
well for Petrify. You only get the experience if you kill something, and unfortunately, none of them died.
Oh,
That's
is that what
fine.
that means? Oh, I meant
But then
the loss ability there.
the burrow. Oh no, yes, there is 1 extra experience that you get there,
Okay.
and then your burrow might have some experience on it.
So I'll deal 3 damage and push, but before I deal the damage, we gotta check and see if it's modified.
on.
I'm not in the augmentation field. What's it called? Entrapment field?
Enhancement.
Enhancement field. I knew it was a sweet word like that. I got the
Ooh.
times 2!
No way.
Unfortunately, this is on a turn where they're shielded,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm gonna deal 6 damage,
Yeah,
mitigated by
minus
2, so
that's
4, and shove him backwards.
So
into the
that,
wall.
well, he's gonna die because he has 6 health total, and the Mind Thief
Oh, you
has already
controlled
done
him.
2 damage to him.
Mind Thief,
So that's
well
gonna be
done.
6 damage total, and he's gonna blow up in a shower of bones,
Yes, well done.
and also drop a coin.
Oh my god. we were all like,
Money.
what we came for.
So there are 2 ways to pick up coins. If you end your turn on a space with a coin, you just get to loot it automatically.
The normal way.
The normal way. Otherwise, you can play a loot card, which or a loot action, which is, the loot symbol is like a coin with like a little arrow pointing up. A loot 1 allows you to pick up all coins within 1 hex of you, or a loot 2 lets you pick up all coins within 2 hexes of you.
The fun way.
Well said. Now, that's the end of the round, I believe, because that was last, right?
Yes.
So with our last 2 cards, we're just going to play our last 2 cards.
Well, you have 2 cards left.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking from my
Cooler
own perspective.
people
Oh,
might
cool.
have more cards.
You're gonna... Okay. I like it. Great. Oh, I need to shuffle mine
yeah.
back in. Did you draw anything that's...
Nope.
No, okay.
Yes, make sure to put it back on top again.
Yo, hey, I can't believe I've only drawn 3 cards and 2 of them were that. That's pretty nuts.
What do you envision as the creator when you do the mass loot pickup? Because I'm picturing like Henry the Hoover, just like. What do you picture?
I mean, it depends on the class, right? So the Mind Thief has a loot too, right? So I imagine the Mind Thief just kind of like quickly like scurries around and
Oh, I
grabs
like
them
that.
all. Or yeah, just like psychically like telekinesis
yeah.
them in. That could also work. Yeah.
Very cool.
Coins, assemble!
It's the best type of army. They could call me the Cash King.
Yeah. By the way, one thing we've mentioned to each other but not to the viewers is we also have an objective card. Is that right?
Yes, a battle goal.
Battle goal is the
Yeah.
word. And these battle goals are secret, and then they will be revealed when we accomplish them or at the end of the scenario to see if we accomplish them.
You could play it either way, but yeah, I think by the rules, yeah, you reveal it at the end of the scenario.
Okay.
And yeah, and
Let's all show the viewers now what you have. This is what Kate and I have for each individual. And then that's what Isaac and Bonds have. Are we ready to... Has everybody picked their card?
yep,
All right.
we're good to go.
All right.
Oh, 14, 16, and oh, I
Whoa,
gotta
weird
shuffle
numbers.
this guy.
61 and 41. Look at that. Inverse.
Oh,
And 16 and 14. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
What does it mean?
All right, numerology folks, leave your comment. Tell us what it means.
Sorry, I had to shuffle this deck, make sure I get that card on the top again, just like
Yep.
you. And there we go. All right. So they're going to go on 45, and they're going to do a basic turn where they just move their base value and then attack for their base value.
What's the name of that card?
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Oh, this author's great. Okay, love it. All right, so then that means I believe it's the mind?
Mine.
It's the Mind Thief. So the first thing I'm going to do is play the Psychic Blade, card number 77. I'm going to move 3, And then I'm going to add Curse. Add Curse to all your melee attacks this round. And according to player reference, Curse says shuffle a null card into the attack modifier deck.
Yep. I got
So does
those
that
right
mean
here.
that I add them each time I attack?
For each attack that you make, you will throw a curse into their deck.
Okay.
If they survive, because you only apply conditions on alive enemies.
Okay. I'm going to move 3 here. 1, 2, 3.
I wonder why.
And and you know what? I thought I was going to be able to attack, but I just realized I don't have enough. I'm not close enough to the enemy. Darn.
It's true.
Oh, darn. I was going to help out, but I guess I'm not close enough. Well,
At least there's this
guess.
coin on the ground.
Just stay on the
money
money.
for myself. Guess I'll just stand here.
Because I could move towards that enemy, but I heard that someone's going to take them all out anyway.
It's true.
You heard a rumor.
So I think I'm just going to take the coin because I like the coin.
Coin thief.
Coin thief. And then do
I mean, it is
do I
right
get to
there
keep
in the
it?
title. Yeah, you get to keep it.
And do I get to spend it if I were to play this game forever?
Yeah. This is your money now.
So no one else gets
You're
this
looking
money.
for the trap door. You're like, so this is mine. No one can
Like,
take
I
this.
don't
I
have to
can leave now,
you
right?
can take that shit home with you if you want.
So I don't have to share the money with anyone else at the end of this game.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it's not
pretty
that
cool.
kind of game.
That's what sold you. This
Yeah.
game was like, oh, so,
So-
I get to keep my money.
So you basically killed the enemy, got money,
Watched
just
you.
left
And you
it there.
Promise to help, and then like, sorry.
This sounds great.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
that's
sounds like your
so
type of game. Yeah.
that's my turn actually.
That's your turn. All right, so I'll be over here helping.
Well said. Thank you, Tinker.
I'm going to use the bottom of Potent Potables just to move to, just doing the basic move on there, just to run up into my enhancement field, get a good view of these living bones, and then I'm going to pull out the old flamethrower.
Okay.
So this allows me to attack a group of hexes in front of me that lines up perfectly with
at
how
that.
these skeletons are in right now. And so this will be an attack 3 plus 1 because of my enhancement field. And there's also a pierce on the attack, so basically I'm just going to ignore their shield. And then if they do survive somehow, I will also be wounding them, so they will die over time. So I'm setting them on fire, and they will eventually just
Jeez.
fall into piles of ash.
Wow.
I'm so glad you're my best friend. You're so cool.
Yeah, well, you certainly don't want me as an enemy.
He
I
was-
will also use my eagle eye goggles on
What?
this attack.
Oh my gosh.
So this allows me to, during an attack ability, which is what this is, I gain advantage on all my attacks.
See, I thought he was just protecting his eyes from the fire, but okay. So this
So
has a
yeah,
purpose.
I'm like that guy who, is just like sitting in back the entire time, doing nothing, wandering around. You're like, what is that guy doing back there? And then suddenly pulls out a
lighting something.
flamethrower, kills everything. All right, so we're gonna start with this guy right here. It's
The
gonna be
stench was nitrous
What does
gas.
an advantage mean in this game?
I'm gonna flip over 2 cards
Oh, and then pick one.
and then pick the best one. So those are both good cards. That's funny that this was also on the top of my deck, but this is the
Yeah.
first time I've
That's your
attacked.
first attack, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna take 8 damage. I believe he only had 2 hit points left.
He explodes.
So yeah, he explodes.
Does this guy?
Yeah.
This is a fire hazard. I don't know. This
Yeah,
is
I'm not
invocation
sure
mode.
this. Yeah, I'm not sure this
It's a
cabin is
log
going to be
cabin.
standing.
Oh, yeah,
at the end
it's
of this
true. There's a lot
adventure.
of collateral damage.
All right, my next attack is going to be +2, so that's going to be 6 damage on this guy. So he is also going to explode. And then my final attack is going to be 0, which is fine. So that's going to be still 4 damage, and he's got 6 hit points and already 3 damage on him, so he's going to die as well.
Do you have to say which enemy you're going to attack before you flip the card over?
Yes, you should. Yeah. I
Just
had it
different
in my
conditions
mind,
might apply and
yeah.
stuff like that, right?
Right, yeah. You don't want to be like, oh, I did a bunch of damage. I guess I'll do that on the elite.
Okay.
Right. And then there's going to be a
Look,
bunch
Mind
of
Thief,
money.
more things to steal.
The tinkles
Just
on the
forget
ground
about whatever you just saw over there. Don't worry about it. I'm the cleanup guy.
there. Sure, yeah.
I'm just picturing your little whiskers perking up every time you hear some coin.
All right, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
That was amazing.
That was incredible.
Well, I mean, you softened them up.
Aw. I'll see.
Yeah.
All the camaraderie here.
You opened the jar a little bit.
Yeah, I just took that final step. That's all.
Before I go, it's a bit hot in here. What is that? That thing you just
Oh
did?
yeah, yes. One other part of my turn, I needed to generate fire with my flamethrower,
Right.
obviously. So that's there now too.
Okay.
Would it be cheating to say that I would like to move up to the door but not open it so I can take a little nap before we open the door?
Sure.
So I can
Yeah.
get
Why
some
would that be
cards
cheating?
back.
Yeah.
All right. In that case,
Hi, how you feeling? You feel like burnt from that? Are you doing all
Oh no,
right?
I'm totally fine.
okay.
Yeah. I don't think any of us
don't
have been
think-
damaged.
No, you haven't taken anything. You
Yeah,
have the goggles
goggles.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that's why.
Always wear protection.
Yeah, there's a bunch of flashing lights in front of my eyes right now. It's a bit weird.
in that case, I'm just going to do this movement up. No one needs healing, so I'm just going to... I saw my little rat friend over there picking up one of these shiny things. in
Whoa,
the-
whoa, whoa.
Oh, now
I
you're
did say
territorial.
friend.
I know, but you don't have to pick that up.
I don't have to, but it looked nice when you did it.
Okay.
So I think I'm just going to end my turn. I'm going to pick this one up. I'm going to take one of these. Maybe I can find a hole in my body and just...
I look longingly at the coin.
And you do get to keep that. You don't have to share it with anybody.
I like things that are mine. I don't have a lot. I'm very lonely.
So you're using only one action and foregoing the second one. Is that right? Did you get it?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Where'd it go?
I don't know. Every time I do that, it just disappears.
You got it. So sorry. So you've used one action, but you're going to forego the other one. Is that right?
I am. I'm not going to open the door that way. If no one else opens the door, I can take a little nap
Sure.
to regain some stuff before we do more stuff. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Can you still take a nap even if you had opened the door?
I could, but
Sure.
then things would be like,
Right. You're
Hello.
not triggering whatever's
Yeah.
behind there. Very nice. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll do my turn, which should be fairly simple. How many hit points this guy left? He's full, isn't he?
Yeah, he has not been damaged.
All right. Well, then I think we're going to get a little assertive. So I'm going to use my Spirit Dagger's movement to go right here. And then when I've got him in a corner, I'm going to overwhelmingly assault him and just pummel him into the ground for 7 damage. But we'll see if it's modified by anything.
Times 2. Oh my god. What are you doing over there?
Okay, wait. Is this a deck of all times twos? Because
Is this
please buy a lottery ticket today.
I don't care. Well, if I used it all, that's how luck works, right? It's a depleting force. Okay, so a mere 14 damage mitigated by their 1.
Oh, yeah, so 13, yeah.
All right. Is there some type of record for damage dealt in the first scenario? 'Cause
Well, I
we
mean,
just
you would
hit
have
it.
achieved one of the battle goals that I discarded.
I know, mine are not relevant to this moment. But
right.
there is a coin there. Mine, thief.
Whoa, you turned so quickly around when you saw that coin.
Don't look at it. It's mine. And unfortunately, I can't back up to collect it, but I do lose this card and gain 2 experience points. So I did take a sacrifice of that. But that's the end, and so I'll do a short rest at the end because I'm out of cards, right?
Yep.
Kind of have to by nature.
Yeah, or you can do a long rest because there are no enemies. But then again, you're at full health and you don't have any items to
Yeah.
recover. So
You just lose a random.
yeah.
May you remind me the rules of a short rest?
So you just are going to shuffle that discard pile and put 1 randomly into your lost pile.
Random.
Yeah. But if you really want to keep the card that you lost, you can take a point of damage to lose a different random card instead.
Ah, I like it. Okay.
All right, well, that will end my turn. I've done a long rest, and I've lost Leaping Cleave, so I'm good for now.
Are you gonna?
Okay, you're doing a short rest.
Are you gonna take a short rest?
Well, I've got 2 cards left.
Are you gonna take a long rest afterwards?
No, I don't think I need to take any long rests.
Okay.
But I'll probably just play these 2 cards and then.
I just with short rest, I really don't like the fact that I have to lose a random card. Like it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
you could
it's
take
the
a long
price of
rest.
I
right.
was nervous too, but I'm not mad about it. So
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I was nervous, too.
Could I have your luck and have you draw one randomly?
Absolutely, right?
Well, he's gonna pick the best card, right? Because that's what he does.
Oh no!
Isaac.
It's. I mean, it's empathetic assault.
Yeah, we've done that already. We got it. That was a great one to choose. Right, Isaac?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
perfect.
Right, viewer?
Yeah. All right. So I did my short rest. Announced.
Declared.
And you have also short rested.
I have.
Okay. So then.
Isaac, you're not going to bother you because you still got 2 cards, right?
Yeah, I'll play these 2 cards.
Okay.
I'm good. So then at the end of the rounds, You're going to want to shuffle again.
Yo, thank you.
I mean, I might need to confiscate that card
I'm
from
gonna,
you.
I'm gonna shuffle it so hard. I don't know what to tell you.
And those go down. Yeah.
And then should we talk battle plan? Like, what's our game plan here?
I'll open the door fairly quickly
Okay.
and do a little
I assume
crossbow action.
Ooh, nice. I assume you need to be adjacent, so you're gonna kind of.
No, I've got mostly ranged attacks.
Sorry, but to open the door.
Oh yeah, you have to move on to the door. Yeah.
Gotcha. Move on to it.
So I'll do that fairly quickly,
And
and then
I
we'll
don't
see what
remember if I
happens.
asked this on stream, so I'll just ask again. To open a door, do you have to stop on the door, or can you continue movement after you've opened the door?
Yeah, you basically move onto the door. You immediately resolve anything that opening the door would do, like spawning new monsters and stuff, and then you get to resume your turn, which can include any additional movement that you
Oh, I
have.
love that.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to open the door,
I still
You
don't
can-
know how
can do
doors
that.
work, honestly.
you could just smash it. It's
Just,
all
I like
good.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So most
like
things
it.
work. Just smash it.
I mean,
Yeah, they
you
get
know,
out of your way.
Sometimes violence
we got
is
paid
the answer.
to clean out the spirits. There were no other, clauses about keeping it standing or anything like that.
And if we find a liquor cabinet,
Yeah.
we're following the objective. We can clear that out too, can't we?
We're only here to, get more ale later.
Yes. We may have a problem. Sure.
Now, coins left on the floor, as I recall, are left on the floor if the scenario ends, right? So you need to
Yeah.
actually actively loot in this game, right?
Yes.
Many coins were lost in Dungeons Delves because I just didn't have the time
There's always time
for money.
to earn a coin.
These are T-shirts just waiting to be made. I feel. Just I heart loot.
I heart
Is yours.
loot.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
Link available to buy it below. And I just made a week of work for myself.
Question.
Yes.
Is it against the rules to share gold? Say we did go back to the market at the end of this round.
It is
Like,
against the rules. That money is yours. You cannot share it.
I like this game.
you're not going to like what I'm going to do.
Oh no!
Ooh, there's a second pilferer. All right, 1, 2, and 3.
All right, going on 17. You're going on 8.
Now we have a tie. I don't think we've seen a tie yet.
Right. In the case of a tie, you're going to look at your second card. And
27
so
for me.
the bruiser will go first.
Okay. But not first because
Yes.
that's.
The Mind Thief.
Hey, we got Isaac in on it. Great.
I was
know if
hoping
that
I could
coin is
move,
gonna be-
but I put the wrong card down.
Right. So part of Gloomhaven is that you have to use the top of one card and the bottom
You
of another.
do.
You can't use the bottom of both. I had the same.
And I have another
decision.
card where I move and then I attack and I put the wrong, but it's okay. And I think I grabbed this one because of the 8. So
Well, it's important to note that you only get to pick up the coin where you end your turn. So you can't like move over there, grab it, and then move somewhere else, unless you play a loot
Are you
ability.
just planning to get that coin
Yes.
right
Of course, that's what she's doing.
yes. Question then: are you going to get the coin? I really
now? This is a cooperative game where we're all on the same side, and I'm so protective of this coin that I honestly do not care about. No, I will not take the coin. It's all yours. Look at us. You fool. You're letting me just have it?
No, if
What's
I
the
don't take the
catch?
coin, you need to take the coin.
Oh, I understand.
Why?
I don't want to say,
You
but
have to figure it out like I just did.
but if you
But I have to end my turn there to take it for free. Otherwise, I need to have a loot action, correct?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to end my turn at the
okay,
end of the room.
then that's good for me to know. So
What is happening?
I'm
It's
actually
like an elaborate heist she's plotting in the middle of the
I am
stage.
actually going to do a bottom action of 1 card to move 2 and take the coin, and I have to end my turn there. Don't turn to look at me.
I'm turning to look at you 100%. Our goal is to clean this cabinet, and you're picking up spare
I'm gonna
change on the
psychic
That's what
floor.
she's doing. She's cleaning the
I
cabinet.
did-
Making
okay.
sure she doesn't litter.
Fair point that the cabinet is littered of coins.
Yeah.
And corpses of bones.
And now I'm going to turn to table of food and grab some snacks. That's my turn.
All right. Yes, it is my turn now. Let's open this door and just continue this party. So I'm going to do a move 2. This is the bottom of Restorative Mist. So I'm just going to do a little move 2 action over here and open this door.
Ooh. So when we opened door 3, I believe there was a trigger in the scenario to read something, right?
Yes.
When door 3 is opened, read section 3 below.
Pushing your way into the back room, you find the spirits responsible for this mess. You reckon this should be an easy time, but then more shambling skeletons rise up behind you.
No.
Sorry.
Elite. What? I just pummeled you.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Turn around, please.
All right, and then these are all the enemies in the scenario, so we just have to
So I guess
kill all these guys.
Right, okay,
and
so-
we will have
Look
won.
at us already there.
Yeah. You got caught up in the loot and more enemies just hopped up on top of you.
stop making friends over there without me.
See, me grabbing money is good.
I have a clarifying question for the game because some people might not know this. So in the scenario, the two skeletons would be spawning on these two hexes, but
Right.
since this is occupied, that is occupied, and that is occupied, does
Yeah.
it just move to the next nearest hex and you get to
Exactly.
choose?
Yeah.
Okay,
So when it
that's nice.
spawns, you just put it in the nearest hex to where it should spawn. So we actually do have a choice here, like whether it spawns here or here, because there's the same distance away. I figure with the brute and his, oh no, but your leaping cleave is in your discard. Or
Correct,
your lost.
but my skewer is.
Yeah, but yeah, I figured we should put them next to
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
So yeah, you could skewer them or cleave them or whatever you wanted to do.
I believe that's is that a new turn?
So no, that was
right.
restorative mist. I can also heal 1 on all allies adjacent to me, but I believe you're full health. I'm gonna heal you anyway. Just gonna spray you with a little restorative mist.
I really like
'Cause-
that.
A little
We're
hand
friends.
lotion.
Yeah, give you a little hand lotion.
Thank you.
Yeah, my skin's a bit rough, being rocks and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also do have to reveal a card for each of the enemies, right? Because now we have newly revealed
Yeah.
enemies for this round. So we're gonna flip over a living bones and a living spirit. Yeah.
All right. So what are the two cards we're revealing for the? What's the ones for Living Bones?
Living Bones are doing focused stabs, which is a pretty scary card. So the fun thing about Living Bones is that they actually have multiple target attacks because they got lots of arms, so they can slash out at multiple people. So Elite Living Bones can actually attack 3 separate enemies. However, with focused stabs, this says that they're going to do an attack plus 0, but they're going to target 1 enemy with all their attacks.
Yeah.
So you're going to get attacked like 6 times,
Okay.
which is going to be super fun for you.
That's fun.
Then the Living Spirits are doing Booming Scream, which is also their multi-target attack, and this is multi-target from the card itself because they don't have any innate multi-target. So they want to move up and then do a lower strength attack, but against 3 separate targets. Now there's only 2 of us over here, but they'll be attacking both of us probably.
And all of these living spirits are normal. They're not elite, correct?
They are all elite. We didn't.
They
paint-
are all elite?
Yes, all 3 of them
That
are
escalated
elite.
in the direction I didn't want it to go. Okay. Wow. So they have a lot of shielding, and that's a concern.
Okay.
Bit of a
noted.
concern.
They only
yeah.
had 3 health though, but so if someone can break the shield,
Yes.
Yeah,
Some of
so
us
my
are piercing
my
machines.
plan at this point, I don't have any more movements. I am gonna just like shoot one of them, shoot the closest one, but then I figure we could kind of back up into my enhancement field, and that'll help us kill them as well.
Little funnel action.
Yeah.
That enhancement field lasts for
Lasts forever,
nice.
but I can't move it, so it's stuck there.
we also need to clean it out when we leave the cabin, right?
Sure, yes, I'll
Yeah.
pick it back up on our way out. I definitely wouldn't want to leave it behind.
Absolutely.
All right, so yeah, that's still need to do toxic bolt. So I'm going to shoot my crossbow at this one because it's the only one within range 3 of me for an attack 2, which is probably not going to do any damage, but it also has poison. So I will poison the spirit.
Nice.
I'm still going to flip over a card because maybe I'll get lucky. I did not, but we're going to poison one of the living spirits.
Now, poison does. We all get an additional attack. We all get additional damage when attacking them.
Right, yeah. Basically, you have a +1 attack against them. So it kind
Okay.
of negates one of their 3 shield.
Great, cool.
So yeah, I figured
and
that
they
would be
can't
useful.
heal.
Yes, if they were to heal, they would just remove the poison and not actually gain any health.
Okay, that would make it my turn, but I have a sneaking suspicion.
I changed my mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
great. So I will go. It'll be.
Oh, well, so the spirits are on 33. So yeah, if you didn't
Catch.
want to go before the spirits, then they would go next.
So the bones won't go this turn.
No, they're going on 74, so after both of you. All right, so yeah, they're going to do Booming Scream. They have, this is a ranged 3 attack, but they want to get as many targets as they can as part of that. So they're going to move up so that they can attack both of us. This guy, we'll say this guy goes first, so we'll move him on top of the barrel, because these guys are flying. They can move across obstacles, as spirits do.
Those minis look so cool.
And then we'll just move them all at once, because that's easier for me to track. This guy will move up, and then I think in order to attack you, he has 2 movement total, because he has 3 base, but it's -1. And so, and he wants to attack both of us, but...
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Can we get a gold out for her, please?
All right, so this one wants to attack both of us. It has 2 movements. If it moved up 1, however, it still wouldn't have line of sight on you, because it can't draw a line from its hex to your hex without going through this wall. So it's actually going to move up there so that it can attack both of us. But that means because he's adjacent to me, he'll have disadvantage when he's attacking me. All right, so now, yeah, all 3 of these are going to attack both of us, so we'll do those attacks one at a time. Each of these is going to be an attack 2, so not terrible, but not great. All right, so attack 2 on me is going to be 1 damage. Attack 2 on you is going to be 1 damage, so that's one of them. Then the next one, attack 2 on me, is going to be 2 damage. And then attack 2 on you is going to be 2 damage. Look, we're besties. We're just taking the same damage each time.
Gonna go down together.
And then the last one is going to be disadvantage on me. So it's going to be 1 more damage on me. So that's going to be 4 total. I'll just track that now.
3 total for you, wasn't it?
It was 1 and then 2 and then 1.
Got it.
And then you are 1 and then 2. And then the last one, is 3. So that's going to be 6 damage total.
Aren't these spirits elite though? So wouldn't that be 3 instead of 2?
So their base attack is 3, but this attack specifically is attack -1. So it's going to
Okay.
be attack 2s.
Okay.
All right, but we survived that.
Yeah.
And now,
Technically.
now it is the
definition.
Brute's turn. Or sorry, the Bruiser's turn.
Yeah, the Bruiser's turn. So I could have the option of just running away, but I won't. Don't worry.
Aw,
Yeah,
thank
of
you.
course not. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to use our spare dagger to move. Now, what I was going to do was move here for an optimal skewer, because my skewer attack, but this, I guess it doesn't leave you vulnerable, really.
It does.
So in that position, this one would attack you, and then because the Mind Thief went earlier in initiative, and actually it would only take 1 movement to get to her, this guy would move up and attack her. So you're kind of splitting up the attack, so you're not taking all 6.
The only I'd
But
be
she
happy
has
to
less
take the
health than
6.
you.
She would be trapped.
Okay, everybody. I would be happy to take the 6. I'm just saying I can actually effectively deal damage with these guys because I might be able to get above 3. I mean, I could 100% get above 3 because they only have 1 armor.
Well, yeah, and you're going to draw the ×2 again, so...
yeah. So I'm going to take a calculated risk.
Yeah, do it.
But you're rich. You're fine with that, right?
I'm totally fine. I can just pay for more blood infusions.
Nicely done. Okay, so I'm going to use the base movement of 2 to move to this hex, and then we're going to do the skewer. Now, unfortunately, the wind is not all the way up, so I won't be able to use the piercing ability. Here we go.
So, okay.
Dang it. It's -1. So, unfortunately, that's only 2 damage to each of them, which is really only 1 damage to each.
Well, so you're going to flip a separate card for each attack.
Thank you. So that's
going to be 1
number 1 in
damage
front.
on the first one.
Great, thank you. And then 3 damage on the next one.
All right.
And they have a total of
6.
Oh wow.
We're
Okay.
getting there. All right, and that resolves my turn.
We're besties, right?
Absolutely.
I've heard that you types of people with like blood and stuff. I don't have blood, right?
Oh,
I don't have
yeah.
any blood in me.
No.
Fluid-based life forms.
You can have multiple besties, right?
Okay.
You're my number 1.
Okay.
But I have a strong feeling from our little mind that something needs to happen for them. So I'm going to make you sad and happy at the same time.
Thank you.
That's usually what I do when I walk in a room. Everyone's like, yeah. So first things first, I'm going to use Crushing Grasp. And I'm going to create an obstacle. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit in the way. I'm just going to put that down. Everyone adjacent, all allies. Not me though, right?
You
allies
are
and
not
enemies?
an ally of yourself.
I'm not my own friend. See, that's
Yeah.
why I'm lonely. That's the problem. You have to love yourself.
friend.
But the good news is, when I drop this, all allies take damage if they're next to it, but they're not. But then, because of that, I'm just going to take... I saw you picking these up.
and I'm going to get some more. And I did ask if I could give them to you because I thought that I could, bribe you into loving me, but apparently not. So, just following your lead.
Next drink is on you.
If you drink it out of my rocky belly button, you got a deal.
Yeah, belly shots with him are really different.
Yeah.
Just pictured that.
It's a little salty.
It's taking that
Gritty.
cocktails
gritty.
on the rocks
Yeah.
to a new level, isn't it? I'm also going to use backup ammunition on my next 4 single targeted range attacks abilities. I'm going to add 1 damage. So that's going to go up on my active.
Do you add 1 damage or
great.
1 range?
Add 1 range.
No, it's 1 target.
Add 1 target.
Target. Okay,
Yeah.
so an additional
That's what
target.
that
That's
is.
pretty cool.
An additional target.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you.
Welcome.
And then that goes down there. Oh, and I also stirred up the earth a bit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's the salt on the rim of the cocktail. It all comes together.
All right, and then it's the bones.
Oh yeah, it's time to weather the bones attacks. So so this guy will go first. We'll do 3 attack 2s on you. Right? They're going to be attack. Yes, they're going to be attack 2s. All right.
I'll take it.
So first one. Ooh, not starting out great. That's
There it is.
4 damage.
Okay.
Now remember-
That's a problem.
Anytime you take damage and you don't want to take that damage, you can lose a card from your hand to negate the damage.
And is it a random card?
No, you get to choose.
That's
I
something.
probably should do that, huh? Because 4 damage is 40% of my life.
It's up to you.
Don't panic.
It's a significant amount of damage, but
40%.
could be worse.
I think I'm going to do it, considering I also have 5 cards in my hand, which means,
Sure.
yeah, right? Bingo. So I will choose not to take that damage. I'm going to discard my grab and go. Oh, sorry, lose my grab and go or discard my
Lose.
grab
Yeah,
and go? Okay.
lose.
I forgot that these 2 should have been discarded, not lost.
The next attack is going to be 3.
All right, so that didn't feel much better.
and
Okay,
then
down to 7.
The last attack is going to be 1.
Okay, so
Wow.
6. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not
Good
bad.
thing you did that.
I know.
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, that hurt me, but now I look over sadly at you for what's about to happen. I go,
Yeah.
sorry.
So now this guy's going to move over here, and he's going to do the same thing
witness
to
this.
No,
you.
no, no.
All right, so we've got a first attack 2. Ooh, it's going to be 4 damage. I might suggest the same to you about losing a card, especially because you have less health.
6 hit points.
Yeah, that's 2/3 of your health.
We were so confident because the first 8 rounds of this game we didn't take any damage. And then suddenly, when we actually get hit, we're like, "Oh, this isn't just a coin gathering.
This is
mission.
serious,
This is
guys."
real. This cabin is messed up."
Okay, I'm gonna lose submissive affliction.
All right, next attack. Oh, there's the miss.
Nice.
All right, and the final attack is going to be 3 damage.
Do we have to
50%.
shuffle it between that attack?
No,
Or at
you
the
shuffle it
end?
at the end of the round.
Okay, sorry.
Holy moly!
But if I do a long rest, I recover 2.
Yes.
So
All right, and I think that is the end of the round.
Wow.
So I'm going to do.
Tell this just got serious because my blood pressure went up and my ear's going red. That's my stress ear. It's flaring.
I'm going to do a short rest at the end of this round.
what happens if we die?
For you, nothing. That's just the end.
Where does our money go if we die? Should we get a ticket in the afterlife?
I just
Throwing
really
around.
like how we thought, oh, we're just walking in the forest, went behind a rock, went over to a log, saw a bug, knocked down a door, and then bam, 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 bam. I'm almost dead. There's fire in the corner.
Yeah.
How are you denoting these 2? Is this 1 and this is 2?
I'm just keeping track of it in my head.
Okay.
So,
reference.
like in the actual product that you will get, there will be numbers
Icons, sure.
on the rings that you put them on.
Oh, right.
But yeah,
right.
this is 1 and this is 2.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
And then over
Element.
here we got 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. And elements need to go down 1 again, right?
Yes.
And that's why the standees are numbered.
Yes. Yeah. There's numbers on the standees, but there'll be numbers on the ring bases for the miniatures.
Gonna go great.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Ready?
You're all doing so
Ready.
well.
Let's flip.
Ooh. Wow. Everyone is going fast.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm worried about the enemy card though. If the enemy card goes first,
Yeah,
It's not gonna be
same
good.
samesies. Yeah.
13.
All right, we'll flip over. Oh, we actually got to shuffle these. Kate, do you mind shuffling that deck?
but real question, if I die, do we all lose? Or you guys just leave me in that cabin for the guy to come visit?
You just get exhausted. We'll carry you out, It'll be fine. You're not dead.
You won't perish.
Oh, okay, good.
I would say you got two options. We can take your body back to your family, or you can be a new mounted taxidermy in this haunted building. Whatever would be more
Each
fun
will
for
cost
you.
you 1 coin.
Anything but taking me back to the family. So
Okay.
All right. Well, we got eternal life again for the skeletons, so they are not attacking, but they are going to be healing and shielding. And unfortunately, that is happening before all of us, unless Boots of Speed are used. And then for the living spirits, thank you for shuffling. Coupled chain on 61, so this is another ranged attack, but they're not moving. So if we get out of there, they won't attack us. We've all revealed our cards for the round,
Yep.
and the bones are going to go first.
Okay, so they
So-
each gain 1 shield.
Right?
Which brings
So-
them to 2 shields.
Yep. And then they do a little bit of healing. So this one will fully heal, and this one will go from 3 damage to 1 damage.
Ooh. And to be clear, this is the one with no damage now, and this is the one with 1.
Yes.
All right. Then that brings it to turn 13 with Craig.
13.
She doesn't want to go.
All right. So the thing you have to know about me is that when enemies group up in this configuration, it's not going to go well for them. So I think we'll be fine. If you want to just like run in there and like do that big attack, yeah, I think it'll work out.
All right, bestie.
You soften them up, I'll clear them out.
They're not going till turn 61, so
Yeah.
you guys have opportunity here.
All right.
I like how they're like a power team and we're just bickering.
You let them hit me. You took the coins. They're healing. I don't know what you want me to do.
You like turn your big body around.
Constantly just staring at you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I like these guys. They're pretty fun to watch. A little dynamic going on.
I like them. They're effective.
They're actually
They're playing.
they're moving the game
They're
along.
cleaning.
Okay. Well then, if you me, one of us pays the hug toll, I'm going to go right through.
I am happily
Don't you
paying
both
the hug
pay
toll.
the hug toll? I guess you could hug a person without them hugging you back.
We both
So
pay
sad.
and we both get the payment.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move in right about here, and that will, hopefully they won't be able to all move out at the same time then. Hopefully a bit of a, hello, I'm over here. And I'm using unstable upheaval to do so.
Whoa.
And then I will use avalanche. So this guy's got some high shelves with some stuff on it. So I'm just going to knock the wall and drop a couple vases on these guys' heads with this avalanche here. And it will target 2 enemies right in front of me. I will also be consuming the earth power to add an additional 2 damage and get an XP as I do so. Now, fingers crossed.
No nil.
You just don't say it out loud. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Oh.
You,
2 times, 2 times, 2
Oh.
times, 2
Edit
times.
that out.
Okay. No, you're good. All right. So let's just say I'm hitting this guy first, and that would be for 6 damage.
Come on.
Make it 5.
okay.
Oh gosh, that's shielding 3, so
Yeah.
it's actually 2.
So 2 damage.
Okay.
So he's still alive.
So close.
Sorry, that was which one?
These 2, right?
Well, which one did you attack first?
So I'm right-handed. I'm going to think Craig's right-handed, so I'll probably hit this one first.
Okay. Well, he has poison.
And I was wondering, is the poison still
Right.
effective?
Yeah.
So, yes,
So
it
he
will be-
does take another damage and dies.
Nice.
Oh, he dies!
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only has 3
has
hit
3
points.
health.
Wow.
Nicely done.
I love that. Beautiful. Hey guys, in the other room, I did something cool.
What?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to also hit this one
Yeah.
for... That's fine. It's
right.
6. Well, minus the shield of 3. It's 3.
You stole my thunder. You were supposed to soften him up,
I'm very sorry.
and instead you just killed him.
My love for you overtook me, and I just really wanted to protect my bestie so we could go on more adventures. But if you want, because no one else saw it, he didn't even hear what happened, I'll say you did it.
We'll tell him I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
From
you.
behind his
I
goggles,
appreciate
you
it.
see a single tear. Great. Is that your turn?
Yeah, and I can't cry because it would erode me.
It's just rivulets.
So that avalanche is going to go in your
Oh,
lost
thank you.
pile.
You're right. Could you have distracted him more so I could have cheated?
Well, no. He's too,
No.
he's too quick. But you
Eagle
also
eye
get an experience
goggles.
point,
I
too,
see
though, right?
everything.
Keeping me honest.
But you also get an experience point too. Is that correct?
I did, and I... Oh, is it per attack?
No,
Or
it's just
the
one.
once?
But well, you get the
I did
2,
that
so you
one.
get the one
Oh, and I get
plus
the
the
second.
other one. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Math next.
That brings us to
Okay.
say it.
Mind thief. All right, so I have Withering Claw and Hidden in the Shadows. Now my plans have changed a little bit because of the enemies. Because I took your coin, I'm gonna help you out.
Okay.
I'm gonna have this enemy. Actually, I'm gonna have this enemy attack this enemy.
You have ranged. Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. So, what's
She's
this
not
guy's
helping you
name?
out.
What's this guy's name here?
Felicity.
Felicity is gonna attack Ed. And do we draw a card here?
Yep, we're gonna draw a card. So it's an attack 2,
Here we go.
+1.
Nice.
So
And does this count?
Nope, doesn't count because that's just yours. So that's gonna be 3 with the 2 shield. It's gonna drop it down to 1, but it is 1 more damage on
Okay.
Ed.
Okay, so that one has a total of 2 damage, so 4 health left.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the top of Hidden in the Shadows. It's gonna be 3 melee damage +1 because of mine's weakness. Unless I draw a really good card.
You have advantage too.
Yeah. So there's a
What does that mean?
higher
Oh,
chance.
2. I draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
And you get to
I'm
pick.
trying to become invisible. That's my goal.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Because
Oh.
I need to kill the enemy to become invisible.
Very nice.
All
That'd
right.
be awesome.
That would
So
be
right
so
now I have 4 plus something,
good. Yes.
and they have 4 health left,
Yep.
plus 2
Just
shields.
2 shields.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right.
I got a 0 and a -1, so I'll take the 0.
Yeah. So that'll be 2 more damage because 4 minus 2.
2 more damage. I wasn't able to become invisible. We'll see what Bruiser can do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to do a ton because I don't have much movement, unfortunately, this round. I have Eye for an Eye and Shield Bash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shield Bash, I suppose, the skeleton of Felicity in front of me. Unfortunately, that's a 4. We have no extra augmentations. It's -1 for 3, so only a grand total of damage of 1. But it also applies the stun effect. Stun means they cannot perform abilities or use trigger items removed at end of next turn. Abilities, I assume, are not standard actions, though, right?
Yeah. So Felicity is not going to do anything on
Okay.
their next turn.
Great, awesome. So Felicity is stunned and has just 1 extra damage, and then with my other ability, I'm going to do Eye for an Eye, which is to gain 3 health. Bring him back up to 9, and does that move the nature symbol up to strong? Is that correct?
Are you trying to be her best friend now?
Yeah, that was the objective of the scenario: is be Greg's best friend. Did I misread it? I'm sorry.
I feel so loved. From nothing to you guys, that's a pretty big upgrade.
This is a Shield Bash. Unfortunately, I will lose it, but gain 2 experience. And then additionally, Isaac, I know that doesn't apply for this, but this symbol here is to shuffle?
Is no active for the rest of the round.
Right.
So like that retaliate and that shields, you'd get to keep that for the rest of the round and then discard it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but I'm discarding it now because I used the bottom ability instead.
Yeah.
Great. That ends Bruce's turn. That leaves it to you, sir.
You know, it was already in my hand. I've already pulled it out. Even though 2 of the enemies are dead, I'm still going to throw an ink bomb in there to cause a ruckus. So first, I'm going to take a step back so that I can get in my enhancement field.
So you can kind of arc it, right? Throw
Let's
it.
see here. Yeah, we'll just take 1 step back. And then, so now this is going to be an attack 5 at range 3 on a big cluster, but there's only 1 enemy left. No hard feelings. So we'll flip over 1 card. +1
Ooh.
is going to be 6, which is going to be enough to take out
Perfect.
the last living spirits.
Wow, and look at all those coins.
Hey guys, my bestie just killed everything in this room.
All of them died with
Whoa.
a single explosion. It was
That's so
the most
cool.
Yeah.
fantastic thing any of us have ever seen. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Then the spirits cannot go because they've perished, so we go to the next round, right?
Right?
All right.
Yeah. See, I told you it'd be okay.
I believed you.
Teamwork.
I love that.
I can't move because there's a table on my right with too much food on it. And I can't move forward
Oh,
on each
because
block.
not because you're distracted by the food, you just physically can't move. There's just too much food I have to eat. Sorry.
I stepped on some cheese and I got distracted because I'm a rat.
Sorry, did I say food? I meant coins.
Same difference.
All right, we are into the. You picked your cards.
Yes.
All right, ready to reveal for the next round?
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Okay.
All right, I've got to shuffle these.
All right. Ooh, you and I have tied. I have fearsome taunt. You have frigid what?
Apparition.
Nice.
So our next card.
Yep.
So our next card, I got a 23.
Oh.
Wow, this is
Look
really
at
close,
that.
Mons. All right. So you'll go first, and then we should reveal for the Scullies?
Yep, I'm just shuffling their deck because they drew the.
Oh, no, so we could get that triple attack again.
Ooh. Nope, nothing special.
Yay!
They're really good at nothing special.
Should I
All
flip
right.
this one?
Nope, they're all dead.
Oh, they are dead. Love
we
that.
took care of that problem.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is Frigid Apparition, and I'm going to do the top part of that card. So it's going to be 3 melee attack plus a frozen up on the on the track to strong.
Yep.
Okay,
And then plus that.
and so it's a 4 attack plus this.
Come on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
5 attack.
Yeah, he is he's very dead.
He is
Ed
dead.
is dead.
Okay,
So you won't get attacked this turn.
I won't get attacked.
But he does drop a coin.
Ooh,
All plans have gone out the window.
yeah, they have.
No, you knew what was going to happen because,
I forgot.
well, you used the top of your frigid apparition, right?
Yeah.
So what's the bottom of your scurry?
No, I actually did not plan that out.
I'm sure you did.
No, I didn't. I forgot.
Mind thief. Oh, I didn't mean to grab him.
I forgot. No, I was planning on just like going
Running
away.
Yeah,
or
that actually
something.
makes sense. I understand. Unfortunately, you have to loot.
Wow.
I mean, you could run, but yeah.
Well, because then I'd lose the card, right?
Yeah.
This is like
about
last
done. Almost
round
done.
or almost last round anyway.
Okay.
You don't need to feel guilty. Take the money.
Also, if you did, you could also move up and just loot the coin, but then you would get attacked because he has a multi-target attack. So by standing back and just looting that coin, you don't get attacked.
Yeah. Let me make one thing clear. I don't feel guilty at all. Taking this one.
I've never suspected that, actually, so that's fine.
And I gain 1 experience, and I
Yep.
discard the card to lost.
Yep. And then you do get to keep that coin.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You don't have to share.
It's already been filed away.
Bestie,
Yeah.
I think I've had the first smart idea I've had my entire life. I think our little furry friend over there has something they need to do, and if you stay over here, maybe we can help them do it.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I've got
Do
something.
I need to go anywhere?
You can stand right there.
All right, I'll stand right here.
Yeah.
I'll take my turn if that's cool. So we'll just do a fearsome taunt, which is straight up 3 damage plus.
Oh.
Well, that balances out all my luck from earlier on. So it does 0 damage, which means that I'll use my 4 movement. I was gonna just kind of get in the way here.
Oh.
Yeah, well, right where the coin was. So I'll stand in the way of these hits for you there, Mind Thief. All right, that's my turn.
Awesome.
Can you throw an ink bomb way over here?
That was the plan. Yes.
Awesome.
Let's see here. Sure. Yeah. Let's
Also,
do that.
just to let you know, I am okay with only taking money near me.
But is there perhaps a secret reason why you might want everything to be?
There is, but a slightly amended from maybe what you would be thinking.
Okay. This is some
All right.
interesting table talk right now.
Do you want me to come over there or stay over here?
You can do whatever you want,
Alright.
and it'll be fine either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to think
thank
that conversation happened verbatim during this fight.
Yeah, just poke my head
Yelling
out.
from room to room.
Do you need me to stay in here?
Yes, exactly.
I've got my own agenda. If you're okay picking up those coins.
Yeah, don't worry. Apparently, it's not. I don't know anything, honestly. I'm just here.
Yeah. So I am going to.
Oh, okay.
you. Either way is fine.
I'm gonna have
I would say pick up the coins because don't leave coins in the room.
Never.
We need ale later.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
more coins, better. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just trying to go, and we're like discussing finances right now.
For coins we're not going to spend.
Whoa, maybe not you.
Yeah, no, you get to keep the coins.
Principle.
I'm gonna move 3 with net shooter. Again, I could immobilize something next to me, but there's nothing next to me. 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm gonna do is play gas canister for the top. So basically, I'm gonna create a little bomb out of my gas canister. I'm gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna set it down right in front of me.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna create a trap.
Oh, fun.
So if anybody steps in this hex, it's going to blow up, and they're going to take 4 damage and get muddled, because it's some strong gas.
Do you not want us to come to you ever?
Sounds like, from
I
what I
got
can
it.
hear in the other room, you could push an enemy into said area.
Yeah, I got a plan.
You thought he was sabotaging us. On his way out the door, he said, "No one can follow me."
Like there are coins in that direction,
There
and
you
you've
go,
just
there you
blocked
go.
my
Don't
path.
tell her that.
No, yeah, I've got a plan for next round.
Okay. That resolves the Tinkerer, and it leaves us with Craig. Yeah.
Watch out. Big moves. I got one.
All right.
All right.
Is that all you're doing?
Literally-
Wait a minute. No.
That is
Literally
it.
one move, because I don't have any way
Right,
to get back
right,
over there right now.
right.
Despite
Yeah.
even the blockages, I just don't have
Great.
movement. So
Cool. Well, let's knock out another round then, right?
Yeah. So
The skeleton doesn't get to go.
The skeleton doesn't get to go because Felicity has been stunned. So we just remove the stun, and that's it.
I'm going to take a short break.
Okay.
Oh, a rest?
A rest.
Rest.
Yeah. I was like, where are you going? We're so close, man.
Hey, whatever you want to do.
The scenario will immediately end once the round is over.
Yeah, you play out the rounds. Yeah.
The round of which they're dead. At the end of that round, the scenario ends. And any
Yes.
leftover coins that we haven't gathered go into the ether and not in
Yeah.
the bank account.
I mean, I guess, Councilman Greymare just picks them up.
Yeah, it's his money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how he pays the next people to come through and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pyramid scheme.
We all paid to be here, right? Like we all paid 50 coin to do
Yeah.
this mission.
Yeah. Is that not normal?
Yes. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah. 18.
Uh-oh,
All right, let's
okay.
see what the old bones are doing. Oh, 81.
81, so they're late. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like Tinkerer with an 18 gets to go first.
All right, cool. I'm excited to do some more fun things. So we're going to just start off with my hook gun. I got a little hook gun.
Hook gun.
Sorry. Yeah, I was trying to make it more complicated than it was. So I pull out my hook gun and shoot into Felicity. And first we're going to resolve the damage of a little grappling hook attaching to Felicity's chest.
I'm leaning out. I want to see. I'm just
Oh,
leaning
it's
out so
going
I
to be
can
cool.
see what's happening.
Yeah, you definitely want to watch this.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do 2 minus 1 for Felicity's shield. So they're going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
And then we're going to pull Felicity in
Nice.
right onto that trap. Going to take 4 more damage, which is going to kill them.
That was amazing.
So, of course, he drops a coin.
Yeah, so then he drops the last coin.
All right. And that makes it my turn. Now, I had a bunch of attacks planned up, but I have no one left to attack. So, there is a coin within range.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look you in the eye right now.
Wow.
Is this something I can do, or do you need to do this?
Actually, there's a really good entree on the table.
Okay, I'm going to turn over to the table.
Yes. You just pick some food up there and sit down and eat it for the rest of your turn.
Okay. I will use my spare dagger to skewer an apple and eat it. And then I will leaping cleave with my apple over to here next to the coin just to see the show of it getting picked up while I munch on my apple.
All
He says
right.
you can't role play in this game.
So you're number 54.
I
right?
was actually 27.
Oh.
So
87, so I think 79
next.
is still next.
I'm gonna use frigid apparition. And I'll use the bottom part to walk 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. and pick up this coin,
Weird.
That's weird.
and then I'm going to choose to just end my turn there.
All right. So you get 2 more experience from Frigid Apparition.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And it gains another thing, but we don't. That snowflake is maxed out.
Yeah, it's smart to use those at the end of the round because
Right.
losing them doesn't
Yeah, it
really
doesn't
affect
matter
you. Yeah,
anymore.
you're no
Just
longer
get
still
that
in that
experience.
room.
That's
Yeah.
why I did that, actually.
Good. I'm glad this is also planned for you. That's great. That ends your turn. Hits Craig.
Be run out. Yoink.
Nice.
Big moves in here. There's a bunch more enemies popped up, actually. I'm just dealing with it for you guys.
Okay. All right, and I think that's everybody. Therefore, that ends
That's it.
the
We
round
did
of
it.
scenario.
Woo!
So we've cleaned the house.
We didn't clean it.
We did not clean it all. We did not dust or anything. We even littered
Yeah,
a little bit.
we
There's
made it
bones
worse.
everywhere.
Did we put out the
Oh, yeah,
fire?
let me go pick up my...
Oh, thank you for remembering.
There was also an
that.
explosion. The Tinker is just
that.
destructive.
Okay, we'll clean up some of the debris.
I'm
We
a
took
little
an apple.
distracted.
And then we exit. Is there a text to read afterwards?
Ooh,
Yeah, I think it's on the back.
The cabin is finally at rest. No more evil spirits or walking dead. Okay, you have to admit, it is a little rejuvenating, sitting in the calm of nature, listening to the breeze through the branches. But you can think of other good times to have back in Gloomhaven, and they all require hard coin, none of them soft coins. That isn't in here, sorry. So back you go to Greymare for your reward, deftly avoiding the issue of the door. Hopefully
The
the
fire.
cabin will remain peaceful, long enough for him to enjoy it. I say we check back in 5 years when he's definitely been eaten, and then this is our cabin.
Guys, we did it! Congratulations! Yeah, awesome. First off, Isaac, thank you so much for making a custom scenario for us. That is amazing and
Yeah.
very flattering.
Well, I had a good time playing it, so...
That's like a dream come true bucket list for me, and I didn't even know it was happening. So I'm,
Yeah.
yes, thank
Did
you.
so you wrote good time multiple times was because good time? Yeah,
I,
that's what I caught.
did,
yeah.
yeah.
When I read it, I thought you'd done that. You're amazing.
Awesome.
I have a card that I want to explain.
Yeah, let's
'Cause
learn
I
about
wanna-
it.
Is it you have to
It's-
clear the whole dungeon of coin?
It's not,
No.
which is why I was trying to tell you.
I
Like,
heard
it's
it at the
okay.
end. You're like, you don't have to.
Yeah, very
so
subtle,
it's
yeah.
never exit a room with loot tokens in it. So you could have actually taken the coin. I just chose to want it myself.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the wiser choice.
But you ended up getting a ton of money because of it.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are filthy rich.
Yeah.
Well done.
Meanwhile, us over here.
That's
just-
okay. I
What
don't-
were all of your
I
cards?
just needed an apple. I was trying to both kill an enemy and loot the loot token it drops in the same round. That's really
Oh, you
difficult.
could have done it, though.
I don't
Oh, no,
think-
I killed it.
That's
That's,
the
right.
thing. I kept my killing blows kept happening at the end of my turn after my movement a lot of the time, so didn't work
Yeah.
out.
So I was asking about the elements because I needed to kill an enemy while 3 or more elements are strong or waning.
Ooh,
We had the
3.
fire up at once, but
Yeah.
there was only ever
That's
2
a
at
tough
once.
one.
I had Workhorse. I needed to gain 13 or more experience, which I think
Whoa.
I could have achieved had you not killed the guys that you did, but that's okay. We're
I
still
thought we were saying
best
you
friends.
you killed,
Well, I did kill them
right.
in theory.
but then because of that, you felt bad for me. You gave me the experience.
Yeah.
You like told me about it, and I learned something.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. Because that's the kind of friend I am.
I appreciate that.
Yes, and I appreciate all of you friends. We made a great group today on the Little Good Time Society. Well done.
We survived.
Yeah, we survived, and they didn't, which is what we like to hear. What would have happened when you complete your objective? Because she did.
Yeah, you gain check marks, which you can then mark on your character sheet. And for every 3 check marks, you gain a perk, which allows you to adjust your modifier deck. Pull out some
Yeah.
of those bad cards, add in
Add
some
some
good
good-
cards.
You didn't need that.
No, I didn't need that. That's true. I was hitting some crazy times too in there. Well,
Yeah, all you need is 1 times 2.
yeah, and
draw
just
it
hit it
every
enough
time,
times,
yeah.
right? Well, that was Gloomhaven's 2nd edition and a custom scenario. Before we end today, let's find out where we can find each of our guests. Bonds, where can we find you?
You can find me on everyone's social media. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Banzainator.
Banzainator, and we'll spell it out right below you.
Thank you.
Isaac, where can people find your work?
If you want official Cephalofair news, you can find Cephalofair on social platforms at Cephalofair. If you want to follow me specifically, like on Twitter, I'm at Isaac Childres, where if I talk about like Zelda and Slay the Spire and all sorts of silly things.
Yeah. And by signing up to get notified for the campaign launch for Gloomhaven 2.0, you also get added to the newsletter for Cephalofair, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
And Kate?
Amazing. Hello, I really need Instagram followers because it's impossible to grow. Please find me on Instagram at Kate in Real Life. I do things on there. Come check it out.
They're great. I follow her already.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm one of the
That
many.
means a lot from
Yeah,
you.
they're great. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, Isaac. And thank you, Banzainator, Isaac, and Kate for being here. And thank you for watching at home. This is Good Time Society. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, tell your friends about it, and come on back for more great games and good times. We'll see you soon. Bye.